So there seems to be a lot of news on Russia now because it is the main scapegoat for the shocking loss of Hillary Clinton and the shocking win for Donald Trump. So the shocking news today is that there are sanctions that are going against Russia that are being prepared to be put in place. So the Hill reports on this. They say, quote, the Obama administration is reportedly finalizing a package of sanctions and diplomatic censure to push Russia for its attempts to meddle in the 2016 election. They also say, quote, the administration has publicly attributed attacks on the Democratic National Committee and other political organizations, including Hillary Clinton campaign chair John Podesta's personal email account, to Russian intelligence. Intelligence officials believe the subsequent release of those stolen emails through WikiLeaks and other outlets was an attempt by the Russian government to meddle in the U.S. election. Okay, so there's a lot to break down here, and I think that this last quote that I'm going to give to you guys is very telling and very symbolic in this situation. So first of all, my question to you guys is, or to them specifically, is how did they meddle in the election? First of all, it was hacking the election, then it was rigged, and now it's meddling because they don't have any evidence to actually prove their point. So like I said, they're trying to find the scapegoat for Hillary Clinton, and they have decided it's going to be the Kremlin, Putin, and Russia. So basically, what they're trying to do here is put the idea from some secret assessments by unnamed CIA officials that claim that Russia meddled in the election. So I guess their first thing was, that hacking of the machines. There was no proof of that. Then they have now moved the goalposts to, they hacked both the DNC and the RNC, and they only dropped the DNC's info. So that is a very debatable topic on itself, because saying that they released the DNC's emails from John Podesta, that may be considered meddling, but what if it was by some random Russian dude? Are they just going to simply attribute it to Putin? Because he can't do that. That wasn't the government then. Plus, like I said, they don't have any actual evidence of that, because if they did, they would show it to us and say, hey, here, look at it. But obviously, they don't have it. And also, the thing I want to stress to you guys is that maybe they're not, because a lot of people want to say they're destroying democracy. But last time I checked, democracy is supposed to be people being told by the politicians what their positions are and what they have done. So maybe you could look at that as them helping democracy, because we're learning more about the candidates. So I'd love to have seen emails drop of Trump too, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But so that's one thing, and I think that this is very hypocritical of the U.S., because if the U.S. were to have been sanctioned by all of the countries that it had meddled in the elections, it would be like literally half the world. So the fact that it's doing this when it didn't even directly affect the election anyway, and they have provided zero evidence for anything from Russia, it's just a joke, dude. Honestly, it's a joke at this point. But they also say, quote, officials say that white criminal indictments could be an option, like those used against 5 Chinese PLA officers in 2014 and 7 Iranians earlier this year. The FBI has yet to amass sufficient evidence to proceed with this case, and that's it. Case closed. They don't have shit for evidence.